I have spent close to $20,000 on courses, coaches, boot camps, membership, workshops, conventions, traveling expenses for all of the things. And honestly, a lot of it was genuinely very useful. But the problem wasn't the learning. The problem was that I kept feeling like I wasn't ready yet, and I would keep going back for more information just to make sure I was getting it right. Today, we're going to be talking about the difference, the very, very, very important difference between investing in your education or using it as a hiding place. Hello, my beautiful entrepreneurs. My name is Tabitha, and welcome to A Hot Mess Built an Empire. I help day one entrepreneurs take that first terrifying leap into business ownership without completely losing their minds in the process. This channel is for the people who are standing on the edge of something that is really scary, but also equally just as marvelous, wondering if they are unhinged for even considering the jump. Before we roll into today's episode, I want to remind you that April 25th is the mess hall, our very first mess hall. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I hope that time works out for you. It's $5 for the session, and each month we're going to meet up and have themes and workshops to do stuff together. And I'm even working on getting guest speakers to share their golden nuggets of information with us. So I hope to see you there. And you can find the sign up for that using the link in my YouTube description that goes to my Stan store. So today we're going to be talking about courses, boot camps, workshops, the coaches, the memberships, right? And I'm saying this as someone who offers a coaching service, who's offering a monthly accountability call, right? That there comes a point in time where you need to know that you're ready. And I spent, which we'll dive into a little bit later here, is I spent $20,000 ish on coaches and boot camps and courses and workshops and traveling expenses for the conventions and all of that jazz because I just didn't believe in myself. I just didn't think I was ready. I just didn't think I was getting it right. And what an expensive lesson to learn that I just got to go out there and do it, right? And I think there's kind of a dopamine lie when it comes to buying the courses because if you genuinely are starting out and you don't know anything and you're like, "Hey, I need to learn about Pinterest." And you go out and you buy yourself a Pinterest strategy course. That makes sense to me. I'm not knocking that purchase. I'm not knocking that investment. Especially when you're starting out. There are so many courses available to you. There are so many workshops available to you. But there comes a point in time where you can only buy so many courses on the same subject before you're just kind of like, am I making progress with my business or am I hiding in an education loop? Right. And sometimes buying these courses can give you that dopamine hit that makes it feel like you're making progress when really like your business is just standing still. So make sure after you've purchased your 15th course, been there, that it's something that you need to learn. You don't know anything about it at all whatsoever. You truly don't know what it is. And you know that afterwards you're going to act on it because it it's just very, very confusing to the brain because it can feel like progress through the course, but it may not be progress through your business. So there's a difference there. So the courses that I bought were on Pinterest strategy, blogging courses, blogging boot camps, blogging workshops, podcast conventions, podcast courses, photography conventions, photography workshops, photography courses, photography, um, like boot camps, photography meetups, um, things that were like how to build a media kit, buying templates for myself, uh, joining memberships, joining conventions, getting a coach, getting several coaches, all the things that you can think of, I have paid for, I have done it. And I did the math the other day and it came out to about $20,000. And this is over the course of about 10 years, okay? And I just was like, wow, that's a lot of money. $20,000 is nothing to scoff at, right? And I've spent it because I just felt like I wasn't ready. Now there were a lot of courses or coaches or memberships or templates, like all the things that I've purchased. There were genuinely very good products that I had invested in where I was like, wow, I learned a lot from this. This was really helpful. This was really great. And there were also times where I would join workshops and they would present and I would know everything and learn nothing new. And that's not to say that the workshop itself wasn't good for other people in attendance, but it wasn't good for me because I had taken so many workshops similar to it or taken so many courses that were similar to it. I was beefed up with information. That wasn't a brand new topic to me, and I would be wasting my time then. So it just came down to I was like, well, I'm not ready. I should take another course. I'm not ready. I should join this workshop. I'm not ready. I should do this. The courses did not make me ready for anything. They gave me information. They did not make me ready for anything. It was me doing the thing that made me ready for everything. You have to act on the information. You can't just absorb the information and be like, my business is successful now, right? Like you actually have to act on it. So there is a difference between learning and hiding. And, you know, like I said before, there are going to be genuine knowledge gaps where you want to take a course where you're like, I'm pretty sure this is going to fix that knowledge gap. That is legitimate, right? That is something that you can go, I know nothing about Pinterest. I want to learn about Pinterest. I want to have a Pinterest strategy that I can utilize, that I can go into it, for my blog, right? Or go into it to lead to offers and newsletter signups, like whatever it is you want to use Pinterest for, which I don't think you should sleep on Pinterest. And I have a video about that. But, like, so say you want to get involved in Pinterest strategy and you know nothing about this visual search engine, which you would learn about in my Pinterest strategy video. But that is okay. Like, that makes total sense to me. If you know nothing about it, of course you want to learn about it. But if you've taken 3 Pinterest courses and you've done nothing about the information that you've learned about Pinterest, and then you're like, you know what, just one more course and then I'll feel ready. Courses are not going to provide you the confidence, right? Like they're not going to fix a confidence problem if you keep self-doubting. So please make sure that you understand the difference between I have an actual knowledge gap and I'm hiding because I'm not ready yet. Just do the thing. Just do the thing. If you have the knowledge, just act on it. And here's the thing. If there is something that you don't know or something that you do it and it didn't quite hit the way you thought it would, you learn from it, you tweak it, you go back and you do it again and you do it again, right? Like there's still learning that comes from you acting upon the information, because the thing is like information is very genuinely useful in a very general sense. But specifically for your business and your ideas and what it is that you are doing, it's not going to match up completely 100%, right? It's general information to help you get started. You have to tweak it for what it is that you need. So just keep that in mind when you start to act on it. You you may find that you're tweaking this information to tailor it to you. And that makes total sense and it's completely normal to do so. And there is like this important distinction that information without implementation is just expensive entertainment. And the knowledge is valuable when you act on it, right? The course did its job in teaching you about whatever it is that you wanted to learn about, such as the example we're using in this video is a Pinterest, right? So if you learned a Pinterest strategy or how to create a Pinterest strategy, or you learned about how Pinterest works, that's amazing. But that information doesn't mean diddly squat if you don't act on it, if you don't use it. So you're letting all this valuable information just build up and not using it. And the course did its job. Now it's your responsibility to act on what it is that you learned for your business. So just make sure that when you buy these courses, you go, okay, here's my plan for taking this 2-week long course on how to learn Pinterest. And then for 2 weeks after that, my focus is just doing Pinterest and acting on the information that I get. Like, make a plan for yourself that involves this is going to be my focus after the course, because I feel like I didn't do that, and I definitely kept going like, well, I just don't know what it is that I'm doing, or I don't feel ready yet. And I didn't create plans for myself. I didn't act on it. I didn't go, I took this Pinterest course and now I'm going to focus on Pinterest for 2 weeks. I never did any of that stuff. And I wish I would have, because I would have saved myself a lot of money. Would have saved myself a lot of money. $20,000 is a lot of money, folks. I would have saved myself a lot of money. I would have saved myself a lot of time. And chances are my business would have been a lot further along than where it is right now. So just know that it's your responsibility to act on that information that you learn from the course. When the course teaches you and it's over, the course did its job. Now you have to take that information and you have to apply it to your business. Now, there is one question that I want you to ask yourself before you buy a course or a workshop or anything like that. And I want you to ask yourself, after I am done with this course, what am I going to do differently come Monday morning with my business? What am I going to do differently? If you know the information and you're just taking a course to see if for whatever reason you missed out on one little factoid, or you just think maybe it'll give you a confidence boost, or like whatever it is that you're searching for, if you know that come Monday morning, you spend your weekend doing the course, and come Monday morning, you know that you're not going to do a single thing differently, even though you've taken this course, maybe you shouldn't be buying the course. Maybe you have all the information it is that you need. You just need to act on it. So maybe the thing you should be doing differently on Monday morning is acting on that information instead of acting like you don't know what it is that you're talking about. So I just think that's a really important question to ask yourself to help mitigate any unnecessary purchases. Now, what happened for me when I stopped taking all the courses and buying all the memberships and doing this and doing that, there is a huge shift in my mindset. It's now I'm not ready, right? I am ready. I have all the information that it is that I need. I've had my business for 10 years now, and it's just a matter of the fact that I have to get over myself. That's it. I have to, YouTube was a huge challenge for me to show up on camera and share information that I have about business. And, after a few videos, I was like, oh, okay, I can get into this. I'm doing it. And then people started subscribing and people started commenting and people started buying things from me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm doing it. And that's amazing. And I have not purchased a course since then, with the exception of I tried to join a community that is no longer acting as a community. So that was my bad. But that's the thing that I'm after now, is connection and community. It's not courses. It's not templates. Because after 10 years, I have my own templates. I have my own media kit that I tweak whenever I need to tweak. I have templates for, my pricing, my budgeting, whatever it is that that looks like to give to clients for whatever project it is they're looking for, right? Like I have set myself up so much that I have everything it is that I need. And now what I look for is just community and connection. So that's where I invest my time and money. And that has been a huge payoff because the thing is like not only am I saving a ton of money not buying any more courses, I'm saving a lot of time. And anything that I do invest my time in, I'm getting something really amazing out of, and that is connecting with more entrepreneurs around the world, and just in increasing my circle, increasing my community of entrepreneurs so that this way and I feel myself being lifted up by that, but it's just so nice to not feel so alone because being an entrepreneur can be so isolating, especially at the beginning. So to be always seeking out community is like my number one priority at this point in time. And buying courses, buying templates, buying strategy calls and all that stuff, that's not important to me anymore because I feel ready. I feel good about what it is that I know and I just keep acting on it, and it just keeps turning into little victories, little successes because I'm doing it, right? And and that has made all the difference for me. So let's talk about a course graveyard, right? Because I have such a course graveyard. I have logins that I've completely forgotten about, courses that I've completely forgotten about. So let's make a rule going forward, okay? So the first thing is to ask yourself, what will you do differently Monday morning after you take the course? If you know that you're going to do things differently, like such as you don't know anything about Pinterest and you're going to take a Pinterest strategy course, and come Monday morning you're going to implement a Pinterest strategy, that's amazing. Do it. I wish you all the luck. Pinterest is amazing. Don't sleep on it. It does amazing things for you and your blog and your business, and it's awesome. But if you know you don't have a knowledge gap, if you know you don't have a knowledge gap, I want you to take a step back and go, you know what? I'm not missing the knowledge. I'm missing the action with the knowledge. And the other thing I want you to do is a rule moving forward is only address knowledge gaps, and you may not buy more than one course or workshop or anything like that at a time. Buy one thing first, complete it, implement an action plan afterwards for several weeks to several months. And then if you feel you still have a knowledge gap, then go ahead and invest in another course or boot camp or convention or whatever to fill that knowledge gap. I just think if I would have stopped buying all the things, and some of them are half done and some of them I don't even know what they are anymore. I just think I would have saved myself a lot of time and money and heartache. Um because I just kept feeling like I wasn't ready. And a lot of these courses, although I'm going to say like 90% of the courses and boot camps and stuff that I went to were genuinely very helpful. I don't want to knock it, but um a lot of them didn't say like, "Hey, now that you're done, you're ready. Now that you're done, you can do this." There was no like confidence about it. Like the what am I trying to think of here? No, like, oh my gosh, what am I can see the word in my head. There was reassurance. There was no like reassurance at the end of it. And I think that's a huge miss on people who create courses and stuff like that is at the end, hey, you're ready. You're going to do amazing things. And you have the information that it is that you need to move forward with a strategy. And I just want to let you know that when you take these courses, you do have the information that you need to move forward. Just stop taking so many bloody courses because you're just going to be wasting time and money. Says the girl who took how many courses and spent $20,000 doing all this stuff, right? So I just want to let you guys know like, there is good that comes out of buying courses, buying workshops and boot camps and stuff like that, but to an extent. right? There's an extent where it no longer serves you. It no longer serves your wallet. It no longer serves your time. You have to be the one that implements the information because now the responsibility is on your shoulders, not on the shoulders of the course. The course isn't going to do anything for you. The course is just going to try to teach you something. So please, please do not spend $20,000 on courses and workshops and boot camps and coaches and memberships and templates and strategy calls and all that stuff because ooh, I'd have a lot more money in my bank account right now if I didn't do that stuff. So you've got this. You really do. You've got this. So just stop with the courses, start with the implementation of what you learned in the courses. And you're going to see such a shift in what it is that you're doing for you and your business. So, if you are looking for community and accountability and just connecting with other entrepreneurs, please join the mess hall. It's $5 to join, and we're going to do monthly themes and workshops here and there, like building your own website and stuff like that. Like truly this is for day one entrepreneurs who are just feeling a little alone, a little afraid, a little isolated, and just looking for connection and looking for some help and stuff like that. So please, 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 I would love to see you. It launches April 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find the link and the sign up to it in the YouTube description. It goes to my Stan story. You can find it there. It's called The Mess Hall. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys there. Truly, I love learning about other people's businesses and I love talking to people about business. So I hope I'll get to see you there. I hope this video was helpful. This is not knocking. This is not like anti-course or anti coaching calls or anything like that because I mean, I offer a coaching service for day one entrepreneurs. This is not anti that. This is pro strategy after you purchase that. After you've invested your time in learning, have a strategy before you keep investing time in learning more stuff and paying more money out when really your time could be spent implementing information that you already have. You've already learned it. You just have to implement it. So, I hope that difference is very clear here. Um but yeah, for me, courses were never the problem. It was my self-confidence, right? And I had to get over that for myself. And now that I'm feeling more confident and more into everything, like amazing things are happening and I'm not taking any more courses or anything like that. And I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. And you will too. You'll be doing amazing things out there. Yeah. You watching this video. Yeah, you will. You'll be doing amazing things out there. I know you will. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I will see you guys next time.